Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Kirvin, and this is Rantin Randy's, the True Patriots group for Saturday, last day of my week. All right, what I want to start out with, and she just popped up out there in the blue room. I want to thank Nancy Halverson for her donation through PayPal. Thank you, Nancy. That helps a lot. That keeps us afloat in these hard times. Also, my brother-in-law came by today. We finally got the drapes up at the top. Package was wrong on them. It said it was 84 inches long. They got the width right, but the inches long they got wrong. But at least I've got that over the window, and I've got the blinds are already set for winter. The only thing I did different down at the bottom, I took the foil off. I'm going to leave the foil at the top for the time being until the seasons change, and I don't think I'll have a problem. Hello to Brenda and Michael. I don't see him out there at this moment, but he was the first to be here and say howdy. Hello, Dennis. Thank you, brother, for that information that I'll be checking out on. I'm going to flat get rid of McAfee. They're not doing anything for this computer. And hello to my youngest brother. I know him as Tony. It's listening him as Robert Kirvin. That was my dad's name, was Robert. There you are, Michael. I knew you were around, brother. All right, let's get down to it. And I'm saving for last the fizzle out of the rally supporting the insurrectionists, but we'll get to that. Representative Anthony Gonzalez, Republican in Ohio, has decided not to run for re-election in 2022, while my desire to build a fuller family life is at the heart of any decision. It is also true that the current state of our politics, especially many of the toxic dynamics inside our own party, is a significant factor in my decision. And he was one of them that voted in the latest impeachment of King Ding Dong. And of course, King Ding Dong had to put out the following statement through his Save America, his grifter train. 1 down and 9 to go. You know who the other 2 of them at least are, Kinzinger and Cheney. Have you seen the video? Now, I saw this last night, and I believe it was, I can't tell you which show. They all get scrambled together. I'm back and forth between the game but 3 Texas women are arrested in New York City for assaulting a restaurant hostess asking for vaccination proof. This is a law for indoor dining in New York City. So the hostess was attacked for doing her job. And if you want to eat somewhere, Texans, go back home. Damn. You think you can go anywhere and break the law? Fox News is allowing Texas Lieutenant Governor Patrick to say that Democrats are allowing the brown people to cross the border for future votes, no less. Uh, and there were other guests on there saying that Democrats are destroying our country every day. This toxicity is the other virus we're dealing with. No, so now there are two viruses, COVID-19 and political toxicity. That's that kind of bullshit is killing people all over our country. And to quote a Fox News guest, uh, that the Democrats are causing uh, destroying our country without firing a shot. The majority of people in this country believe in the reality planet Earth One. Get that through your head. Uh, while the others on the other side believe and live the lie on the big lie on Earth Two. The right wing media is pushing for civil war. These toxic outlets are all pushing the big lie and are making money hand over fist and people are dying from their lies. Recently, I saw a doctor said a female patient, 21, had been using uh, ivermectin at home, came to the hospital, put on a ventilator, and the 21-year-old female is now in the morgue. All these unvaccinated are dying of COVID-19 because they wanted their freedom. Well, I guess they got their freedom. They had the freedom to die, and that's what they're doing. And all these deaths were preventable. Also, we learned about the FDA advisors recommend the Pfizer boosters for ages 65 plus and high risk individuals. Moderna hasn't been decided yet. By the way, the Anbacks uh, of New Jersey got the Moderna vaccine just like Grace and I got it. Uh, and the Florida trip is how the only way that we can figure that they got ill and tested positive for COVID-19. News from Russia. And get this really speaks volumes about our social media. Navalny had put together a plan to get rid of Putin and his United Russia party. If Russia blocked the website, they were to find the app on Apple or Google Play. Google and Apple caved to Russian threats and took down the app called Smart Vote. American companies doing Russian bidding. Why? Greed and money, baby. That's what that's about. They're not afraid of Russia. They're afraid of losing money. Oh, and we finally get to it on my last supplemental page of the day. The rally for the insurrections ended peacefully. They now still believe that King Ding Dong will still be reinstated before the end of Biden's term. The latest from QAnon. They are starting to learn. Don't set a date, you dumbasses. So now they're not. They're just saying before Biden's term ends in 2024, Donnie will be reinstated. On what planet? Planet Earth 2. That's where it is. Uh, And they also downplayed, QAnon downplayed the rally, saying it was a setup to lock up a bunch of people. So QAnon was behind the low turnout. And you can't make this shit up, brothers and sisters. And I'll just tell you about something I did today. I was watching here online, MSNBC, and I also get to watch CNN online through CNN Go. MSNBC had more about that rally than CNN did. CNN didn't even start covering it till it was over with. And also, for their little rally there, the police outnumbered the protesters. And it did fall flat. QAnon, like I said, they had said it was a setup. And they interviewed, I heard some interviews while I was preparing on MSNBC with some of the people that attended, and they fully do believe that Donnie will be reinstated. You can't mention Constitution or anything to them because they don't give a shit. They think he can just come back in and be president. Yeah, I think everything they think is a hoax, whether it's the pandemic or Biden being president. It's all a hoax to them. Hello, Carol. All right. Carol just came in. Yeah, Michael, you get what I'm talking about. And believe me, I don't like to put down some of our media, but I've noticed ever since the withdrawal from Afghanistan, from people like Chris Cuomo, he was all over them. Today, they've been all over the collateral damage in Afghanistan. The CIA tried to contact them in time not to do that, but they reached them late after they had used the drone and blown up civilians. And of course, we know what kind of fodder Fox and all the other bullshit networks are going to make out of that. That he can't get anything done right. Well, I know one damn thing. He got more people out than in any war situation that we lost the war. We got out more this time. And that, of course, is not mentioned by the other right-wing media. It's all just bad. Biden bad. He bad man. He's not the president. And all that kind of shit. Oh, I feel for you, Nancy. I feel for you. Fortunately, any conspiracy theories, I've been silenced because it will get back to them, so I can't say anything. But let me put it just one way: it's younger generation. It's not my generation, and it's not my brother-in-law's. It's not my mother-in-law. Use your imagination. All right. Yeah, a lot of people find that in their family. I guess I'm very fortunate. My daughter in Georgia hates Trump. Uh, my brother, Tony, he doesn't like Trump. So I guess in a lot of ways, I'm fortunate. But, that just happens to be. I made that one mistake way back in the 2000 election and voted for the wrong side. Uh, but I was a lot different man then, and I was also under the influence of right wing radio, traveling 40 something miles, 42 miles, I believe it was, from Beaufort, Georgia, down to the capital area where I worked for the state of Georgia. And on the way there and on the way back, it was right wing radio. And I'll never make that mistake again. Grace said that when I was under that kind of influence, I was very hard to live with. All right. I'll let you go at this time. Damn right they've got to go, Michael, because, I mean, they were a part of all this, and DeSantis is trying to kill the population of Florida. I mean, you know, why do people call him death sentence instead of DeSantis? That's why. Because I don't know what they think they're going to accomplish out of killing their own constituency, and they think they're going to win elections with that. They're certainly not going to grow that minority that they will always remain. Basically, the people in this country are decent people. Even Republican voters are decent people. That's why sometimes I kind of try to ignore some of the polls because I can't believe there are that many nasty ass people in our country. I mean, I know that they've had a good, they had what, 12 years for him, and then putting down Obama and Biden for their whole 2 terms. They pulled every nasty thing out from the rocks that could crawl on. I guess they got arms and legs, but they crawled out from under their rocks, and now it's going to be hard as hell to chase them back under those rocks. They've made it too normal, all because of demographics. They can't stand the fact that demographically, white people are going to be in a minority. I don't have a problem with it. Never have. I mean, it just makes sense that, and now, you know, they're still after the brown people. You can't have them coming in the country. And that's another thing I didn't like about CNN. They're covering the situation under that bridge with immigrants, but not covering the rally at all. All right. I'll let you go at this time. I always look forward to this evening. I'm going to be able to watch my Braves game. Grace and I sit back and enjoy the evening with programming or whatever. Squeaky wheels to get attention. Damn it, that's not true. Yeah, that's the only time I ever voted Republican was that particular race. And if you remember back, it's partially because of Clinton's behavior and getting caught at it in the White House that caused me to very temporarily become a Republican, because at the end of that 4 years, I was back to being a Democrat. All right. Y'all have a good one, and have a great weekend. I'll be at the meeting tomorrow night as far as I know. I hope you like what we have done back here. My brother-in-law came over for just a few minutes and got that up. He drove from Novinger, Missouri over here to do that. And he was more than happy to do it. He's the one that helped us a lot with all this stuff we had to move. All right. Want you to go down, like, and share. And if you're new out there, subscribe. If you have the same kind of principles as this Blue Dot family, that we have to save our country from white supremacists and the whole 9 yards, everything the GOP, see, they didn't say much about that rally happening. Why? Because they were a part of the first insurrection on January 6th. They have a lot more knowledge. That's the reason they don't want to have to go before the select committee to speak about it. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist. In particular, at this time, keep calling 202-224-3121. Manchin must help carve out where the filibuster is not a part of voting rights. He tried it his way. It didn't work. And he can't even get 2 Republicans to vote for his compromise bill. So now is the time for him to step forward and become a Democrat. All right, that's it. Have a good one. See you later. Share this shit. Bye-bye for now. Share this shit for me. Thank you.